Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jay Cohn.
And I'm Jeanelle Slade. Terror strikes in Barcelona, Spain today, and a Billings woman feels fortunate for missing the chaos by just 30 minutes.
Spanish police say a white van jumped the sidewalk in the city's historic Las Ramblas district, raced down the street, killing at least 13 people and injuring 80 others.
Police treating the incident as a terror attack and say 2 suspects have been arrested.
It all unfolded in a busy area of Barcelona, popular with tourists. Q2's Samantha Harrelson spoke today with a Billings woman who was in the area just minutes before that attack. Sammy.
Jay and Jeanelle, we have heard from a few people who were in the area of Barcelona at the time of the attack. Thankfully, they all are safe. Jeanelle Olson, a graduate of West High and MSUB who played basketball at both those schools, is on vacation in Spain right now. She was on Las Ramblas just about 30 minutes before the attack. She tells us she was tired and decided to head back to her hotel to catch a nap. That's when she got to her room and worried texts started to flood in.
We had talked about things like this happening and in the world, but to have it be on a street that we've been at every single day since we've been here, and to have us miss it by, a half an hour to an hour, and then all of a sudden we're getting text messages and calls of, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" It's terrifying. I want to pinch myself and wake up from this.
Olson says she plans to leave Barcelona tomorrow night and continue on her trip. She said the events of today are proof that you need to constantly be aware of your surroundings. Jay and Jeanelle.
All right, thanks so much, Sammy.
Former Grizz basketball coach Wayne Tinkle, along with his son Trace and Billings' own Kendall Manuel, also were in Barcelona today. They're on an Oregon State basketball trip.
Coach Tinkle posted this video on Twitter late today to inform everyone that he and his team are safe, but admittedly shaken after witnessing the incident and its aftermath in person.
We were having our team pregame meal shortly before 5 p.m. local time when things occurred here on Las Ramblas. People, mad scramble, car, van driving through. Literally looking out of our window. We won't show you pictures, but some horrific sights, several fatalities within eyesight of our hotel room.
Coach Tinkle again assuring everyone that his team is okay. Oregon State's Beavers are in the midst of a team trip to Spain, a trip that involves several exhibition games.
In other news tonight, in Helena, city crews wasted little time today to begin the removal of a controversial Confederate fountain from a city park.
Now, the Helena City Commission deciding at a public hearing last night to remove the fountain so it can avoid any possible violence down the road. First today, the water was shut off to the memorial. Then the fountain's brass dome was removed. That would give crews a better look at how to go about dismantling the fountain. Right now, though, there is no timeline for the fountain's removal.
A city engineer told MTN the memorial will be preserved, but no decision yet as to where it will end up or what might replace it. Today, people took pictures of the controversial fountain and did rubbings of its inscriptions.
The fallout continues, meanwhile, over President Trump's comments this week, where he again refused to place blame for the violence in Charlottesville, Virginia, on white supremacists.
Members of Congress from both sides of the aisle have voiced their feelings about the president's controversial stand. Now, this morning, MTN political analyst Dr. David Parker asked Montana Congressman Greg Gianforte for his reaction.
Were you disappointed in the president's response with the events?
We have a lot of drama coming out of the White House. I personally wish he had been clearer to call out these groups by name, which he's now done. But it just, white supremacy, neo-Nazism just has no place here. And I think we have to condemn it wherever it occurs and make sure that it doesn't happen in our communities. We all have to be on watch.
Gianforte went on to call the event in Virginia an act of domestic terrorism.
A Billings area man admits that he stabbed, beat, and ran over a woman in Glasgow back on New Year's Eve. 29-year-old J Witkowski pleading guilty Wednesday to deliberate homicide for the murder of Evelyn Garcia. And in a plea agreement that was released this morning, prosecutors will recommend a sentence of 80 years in prison. According to court documents, Witkowski was giving the victim a ride from Billings to Glasgow when Witkowski repeatedly stabbed and beat Garcia with a tire iron. Investigators say the victim either jumped from the vehicle or was pushed out. Witkowski then ran over Garcia before fleeing the scene. Prosecutors say Witkowski was likely high on methamphetamine at the time. A passerby spotted Garcia in the road and called for help. She was hospitalized but passed away 3 days later. Witkowski has been jailed at the Valley County Jail since his arrest this past January.
The Lolo Peak Fire in western Montana has torched more than 15,000 acres since July 15th. And last night, the Missoula County Sheriff's Office ordered more residents to immediately evacuate the area. MTN's Dawn Fisher has the latest on what this means for the community.
The flames could be easily seen from the roadside as the Lolo Peak Fire crossed the ridge and threatened even more homes Wednesday night, prompting evacuations. Fire Information Officer Bill Queen says the bad fortune continued Thursday afternoon as the fire continued to burn southeast towards Florence.
We know that the fire continued to grow on through the night. With that sort of activity, that's what led to the additional evacuations late last evening because of the threat then to folks on the east side of the fire and on the northeast corner.
Queen says over 500 firefighters will brace themselves for what he's calling a critical firefighting weekend coming up.
Gonna have a change in the weather again. Dry cold front forecasted to move through. That in and of itself gives us concern because with that you have unstable atmosphere returning, stronger winds returning, so we're in a very serious situation here.
Queen says crews are working diligently to divert fire away from structures, which has proven challenging because of the terrain where the fire is burning.
There again, the actions that we're taking today to do some burning on the east to establish an anchor there against our control line, that's going to take several days to implement, but that's where we need to be right now because that's where folks are probably in most danger.
In Lolo, Don Fisher, MTN News.
Thanks, Don. And Don says the cost to fight the number of fires in western Montana has breached $100 million, and experts say that fight is far from over.
Closer to home, a black bear in Lockwood has been making the rounds, and his latest antics caught on video. Take a look.
This video taken Wednesday afternoon off of Box Canyon Road in Emerald Hills by homeowner Cynthia St. Charles. She said the bear went for a dip in her backyard koi pond and then helped itself to some plants.
Now, before she started to shoot the video, St. Charles said the bear spent some time in her yard, ate some apples off of one of her apple trees, and then came face to face with one of her dogs.
I heard the dog barking, and she was, it was a really sharp, scared bark, and I could tell she was in the garage, so I went down. The garage door was open, and I was very surprised to see the dog and the bear having a standoff right in my garage. I was just shocked to see the bear in the garage. But when the bear saw me, it did move on out.
Now, the bear was reported to Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks, but St. Charles was told this was only the second time the agency had heard about the bear.
FWP says it's only going to take action if that bear becomes a problem.
Still to come on tonight's 5:30 News. Generally, they don't allow bicycles in museums, but that's changing for one Montana art gallery.
In a moment, we'll check out how you can pedal your way right through this exhibit.
And I'm Casey Conlon here at Montana Fair. Sorry, we almost missed it. I was talking to Dan Mortensen and family, who literally just walked by us. Well, I guess it's fitting considering it's night one of the Yellowstone River Roundup Rodeo. We're going to talk about it coming up.
And coming up in weather, hey, did you notice that smoke this morning? Well, coming up in a few more minutes, we're going to take a quick look at NASA and see what they say where it came from. Plus, this weekend, it looks like it's going to be sunshine and back to the 80s again. We'll have details coming your way in just a few more minutes.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn.